Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Dalaran, and the other week I ended up receiving a very powerful corruption, as you can see why my character is so purple, and I've been able to put together an Outlaw star build. Now there's a lot of broken corruptions in the game, and yes, I think I just gave away which one I got, the infinite stars. I got this ring, which is a crit mastery ring, mastery being my worst stat, but the corruption being huge. Mercury Cerulean Signet at 475 item level with 422 critical strike, which is quite big. And infinite star corruption. Your spells and abilities have a chance to strike a nearby enemy with an infinite star, dealing 45,000 arcane damage, increasing their damage taken from your infinite stars by 25%, stacking up to 10 times. And I've been able to put together the proper Outlaw build that blasts bosses in single target damage, especially if it is a long-term fight. And I want to share with you guys this build because I think it's hilarious. The thing is about this corruption, however, is it doesn't work on training dummies, so I'm gonna have to find myself a group. Well, for this video, I already found myself a group, I already recorded that portion of the video, and dang dude, I appreciate the controlled environment that is me just hitting train dummies, and I wish I could have just showed you guys this build on a train dummy instead of having to go find a group and then all the things that go wrong. And the fact that Maut can reflect damage back to you, essentially one of these infinite stars, really super giga stacked, could one-shot you, and that's exactly what happened to me when a healer is just not watching out for me all that carefully. But I wanted to showcase you guys this build and kind of how you put it together. So the parts that need to work for this build, if you do get infinite stars on your character and you want to try this single target build, this is the best build for pure single target. If you're gonna do any cleave or AoE, there's other corruptions that are probably stronger for it. Also, this single target burst or single target damage is really good for long-term fights. So if a fight lasts about a minute, you're not going to get a lot of value on stars. But 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and maybe even to 4 minutes, the longer the fight lasts, the more value you get out of this corruption, because you get to super stack it, and then your damage just shoots off and it just stays there forever. Third thing is you got to have a lot of haste for this build, so we're going to be playing the more boring talents but better talents in order to accommodate for this build. Your overall damage as a rogue doesn't really matter nearly as much, but rather the stars damage becomes more important and trying to proc it as often as possible. Let's take a look at the build that's actually proper for this. Some of the things that need to be looked at is, first of all, you got to have the corruption, but what do you stack for stats? You still go for critical strike, you still go for versatility, you kind of try to keep them in even numbers. Don't do any points into haste. You can basically almost ignore haste, and definitely ignore mastery as best as you can, unless you get a piece of gear with mastery on it and it has the corruption, and then that's the only mastery relatively you'll ever want. Then for your traits, you will want to go for triple Brigand's Blitz. I even have Heart of Darkness because that currently synergizes well with the amount of corruption that I have. And this corruption should stay relevant because I have other pieces that I can keep tagging on to at least stay in the 25 ballpark, which is nothing. Again, another Brigand's Blitz and another Brigand's Blitz. At the time of this video, my cloak is rank 9, so I am getting quite a bit of different effects hitting me, but as you upgrade your cloak, it'll be easier and easier. For essences, you'll want to go for Condensed Life Force, since this one gives you a lot of haste. The damage and the damage debuff that this one applies has been nerfed, but the haste itself is super necessary for this build to work. I also have Memory of Lucid Dreams. I got rank 3 Breath of the Dying to help me with the corruption, but also it does quite a bit of damage at rank 3 now, and Vision of Perfection so we can get more adrenaline rushes. The idea is you go for Condensed Life Force, so during your burst you have a load of haste. Check. Vision of Perfection so you can get more adrenaline rushes. Check. On Adrenaline Rush we'll have a stack in haste buff. Check. So the idea is that the opener, you have the most amount of haste, and this corruption works off of haste. The more haste you have, the more damage you do. The more haste you have, the more procs you get, and the faster you can get it into the 10 stack, the more damage your corruption will just start doing for you. So at the very beginning of the fight, it starts out with you really trying to properly play your rotation and properly play your character. But towards the end of the fight, the stars are hitting so hard, and even one hit just maintains the damage at a very high number. And I'm going to show you guys the breakdown of the damage a little bit later, but first I want to show you the process of me trying this out on bosses so you can see what this looks like in a live testing scenario. We got flasks, we got everything, got food, got pots, got drums of our own. We're just going to drum, dude. I don't care when these people want to drum. I have a spot where I want to drop And we will drum when I want to drum. I think we're just gonna do this, dude. We're just gonna have to make the calls here.
1.
Here we go. Big lust. Okay. Alright. Okay. Don't know why he turned him around like that. That just seemed like a bad idea. Somebody died from that. Holy crap. Yeah, I don't know if I can actually parse super well on this boss. It feels like I'm doing just about the same amount of damage as before, except having really bad rolls. The unluck. But 40k is something that's decent, I think. Hopefully we go to Maut next, because then I can actually have myself a real full run. Like with a 100% guaranteed lust in the opener, that would be great. How much damage does it do? So essentially, yeah, the longer the fight is and the more uptime I can have, the more infinite stars I can throw at the enemy. Hold on. Looks like somebody's talking. I don't even have dialogue option. Alrighty. But infinite stars, I mean, it hits for up to 300k. 319. So the longer that fight can go on, the better it will be. Buy buff. That's exactly what I needed on Maut. Or literally any one of these bosses. That would have been wonderful a while ago. Oh my god, the stacks that I'm getting on this guy, that's so fast. Holy shit. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm actually gonna end myself. I'm doing way too much damage. Jesus, 100k on a single target fight. Well, close to the end there was more single target. With this last guy left. But 6 stacks of stars? Jesus. And the guy for 200k. With these stars. A little bit of blade flurry. Just don't worry about the blade flurry part. Don't worry about that at all. You better not pull. Swear to God. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm trying to show you guys. I wish I could just hit a training dummy so that I didn't have to deal with people, man. I'm trying to show you guys the perfect attempt. You know what I mean? I have limited chances to do it. And I want to do it right. That's all I want to do. Damn.
5.
Alright, I don't know who's lead, but we're gonna go.
2, 1.
Oh no. Oh, good buff. 70k seems like really good. 80k. It's a crit buff, huh? And load of haste. Tremendous amount of haste. So much haste, I can't even tell what my globals are anymore. I think we're gonna step in. We're gonna be a good boy about it. Oh, someone already dead. Yeah, here goes the big consumption. Is this magic damage? I think it is. Yeah, and darkness. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, and look at the stacks, man. 9 stack. Okay, this is really bad. Oh, this is really bad. I might need to actually slow down here on my damage. Oh no. We're burning through the mana very quickly. I am getting healed. Spot healed. Oh, 10 stacks. I think this is the highest stacks you can have for your stars. Really don't want to take extra damage here. We're gonna try to walk to the side. We almost got the rock boy back up. And the rock boy we're gonna have together paired with our coral and maybe even ink pod. Yeah, that'll be really strong. Hold on. Rock boy. Roll. Not the best buff ever. Ink pod, maybe it'll proc. We'll do enough damage. Might not actually get the ink pod here to proc, which kind of sucks. Unless we all do enough damage. 3%, 3%. We can do damage. Just ham, boys. Ham. Hemski. Yeah, I got it to proc. Beautiful. Was that 2 million? Was that 2 million? That might have been a 2 mil. Oh, yes. This is exactly how I wanted to do this fight. This is exactly how I wanted to do my Maut. Oh, yeah. Can we just not get the mana thing again? That'd be great. Don't bring him in. I think he brought him in. I think we might have to go phase 2 again. If we do, then my damage is probably gonna fall off hard. I'm gonna save my cloak for later. If we do get phase 2 again. But I hope we don't get it. 4 million, baby. 4 million, 3 million. Oh, he has 100 mana. Wait. Oh, we got the phase again, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Bummer. Bummer, dude. Okay, I'm gonna save my cloak when I actually start taking huge damage. Oh, this is a bummer, dude. Actually a bummer. Actually a bummer. We're gonna cloak. Still doing good damage. Like, we still get good DPS. Like, damage per second is good. Gonna pop a self-heal. Literally... Nope. Literally have to pop a self-heal. Literally have to just stop. Because I feel like it's my own stars that are killing me at this point. Yeah. That's shit death. I actually can't do damage. Okay, maybe now I can? I'm gonna kill myself. I actually have to just stop doing damage. I actually just have to stop doing damage. Beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wow. Even the moments where I had to just stop doing damage, I was so ahead. What is this? Oh. I did not expect for it to be this big. Wow. And I hit it for 1,000,000 with this. Quite a bit of Lash of the Voids. Trinkets worth, which is good. Lethal Strikes are proccing so much more since I got it to rank 3 now. And Infinite Stars, man. Infinite Stars. Well, I think I did my job. I think I did what I wanted to do here. I think we accomplished what we wanted. TY boys. We did it. Oh, that was so... I really like more controlled environment if I ever want to do a video showcasing you guys damage. I feel like a controlled environment is so much easier to get to. But there it is. We did it. I think we set out to do something grand, and we did do it. Another thing that I noticed, actually, Breath of the Dying does quite a bit of damage. Especially as enemies get a lot lower health, it just procs a lot more often, which probably was contributing towards the thing that was killing me, but an average hit of Infinite Stars eventually became almost 200,000, and crits are 400,000. That's just incredible. But yes, this is, boys and girls, is the Infinite Stars build. This is how it's ran, how it's done, and it really is comes down to having a single target fight. That's the most important part. This wouldn't be amazing in Cleave, because you can sometimes pick a whole nother target. But if you have one singular enemy that you're tunneling, and particularly in raids where fights are quite long, you can actually just like really build up the damage. I think this is really good there. But outside of that, would I say Infinite Stars is good on its own? It does good damage, but I say it takes majority of the damage comes from after about 5 stack or 4 stack that you have on an enemy, and then every other star does a lot more damage following. And in that fight, I got it to 10 stacks, and I actually had it at 10 stacks for quite a bit. So, in terms of raw single target as Outlaw inside a raid, yes, you could actually beat Assassination Rogues out of the water with this. I would think Assassination Rogues would be just as good if they also had Infinite Stars, maybe even better damage than ours, since, you know, they have all those dots and everything. More chances to proc, where we just have auto attacks. But yeah, this is the Outlaw Rogue star build. If you do get yourself Infinite Stars on your gear and you want to try to use it for pure single target shenanigans, this is how you would do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see all of you in the next one.